Abazi. I have to call you Abazi.
My surname is Abazi.
Do I have to say... But it's bad manners for me in English to call you your surname.
No, it's for us is normal.
So I say Wajid Abazi or...
Wajid.
You can call me Wajid or only Abazi or Wajid Abazi.
What did I call you? Wajid?
Yes, Wajid.
Okay. No, because like for me, in Anglo culture, we're having a conversation, right, between two people who are equal. So for me to call you Abazi would be like talking you like you are servant. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Yes.
Oh.
It's.
In
But
our
I can call you.
culture, we
Okay.
don't think like that.
It's different,
in our
isn't
culture.
it? Lui ti chiama Orioles,
They're
and
like
this
the
for me
Chinese,
sounds
they're
a little
like
bit
the-
like Orioles.
They're like the Chinese. They call everybody with a surname.
We call with surname.
Yeah. No, for me, he calls you Orioles, and every time I hear it, it's like Orioles.
Yes.
It's like okay, I
normal for
you know
Master
no.
and servant.
I tell you, have you ever seen Downton Abbey?
Of course.
And you have the driver. You know the driver, the chauffeur.
Yeah.
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain.
Get the car. You know what I mean? To call somebody by the surname's a little bit.
You know Rocco Bertone? You know
Burtone.
I call him Bertone.
Yeah.
Rocco Bertone.
Call him. Yeah, I call him Rocco.
Va bene. Va bene,
If
ci
you-
vediamo la settimana prossima.
Ci
ora.
vediamo la prossima settimana.
Giovedì.
Giovedì. No.
Giovedì sera. Thursday night.
Yeah. But are we going to meet again and do another
Va
talk?
bene.
When you see Burtone,
Huh?
tell him hello from Callanan.
Callanan. Va bene.
He knows me well.
One more thing, you told me about interesting project last time about your project of APERI-LINGUE, in which you promote different culture, languages, or to teach language.
Well, we promote the practice. APERI-LINGUE is to promote the practice of of speaking and listening. Yeah, in different languages.
In different languages.
Practicing speech, because oracy and speech and all of those skills are very they're not really practiced here at school. I mean, the teachers teach grammar and notions and they know all about the theory, but oftentimes Italians have a struggle to speak.
They have a struggle
I can speak about English, I can't speak about Spanish but every language is different. So for example, English is a little bit different from Italian, but it still has the same structure because the structure underneath.
At some point.
Yeah. But what about the difference between Russian or Croatian or Slovene and Italian? And I mean, we're next door neighbours, Slovenia and Italy, just over. We've got the border over here.
1 hour.
This to me is unthinkable that all of Italy can't speak Slovenia, especially in this part. I thought everybody was going to speak Slovenian.
In this
And
part.
the Slovenes can speak Italian.
Yes.
But then again, like, so some languages are easier to learn and some languages are harder to learn. So for an Italian speaker, Spanish is easy because they're close.
For Italian speakers, Spanish is easy.
Yeah, and vice versa. I mean, there's not a huge jump. For an Italian, for a Dutch person, English is a piece of cake.
Okay.
But for an Italian person to learn Dutch,
It's
there's a bigger distance between the languages. So not every language is as easy or as difficult for a language learner or a group of language learners.
Okay.
Depends on how far the languages are. And then if you go, for example, from Italian to Chinese, obviously it's further again. And I don't
Long
mean
distance.
geographically, I mean in terms of
Cultural.
language, the differences in the language. Yeah.
So what do you think, what is the impact does your project make of APERILINGUE on the society or on the community?
Well, what people say to me about APERILINGUE is that they've never had a chance to speak about anything. That the only speaking that they've done at school is answering 1 or 2 questions from the teacher in a week. So it's much more important from my point of view for that people get over the conceptual, mental barriers that they feel to speaking, and people are often really shy to speak another language if they feel they don't speak it well.
Oh yes.
So APERILINGUE is important because it gives you an informal chance to engage in conversation with someone from a different language, learn about their culture, have a conversation that nobody's listening to, so it
Yes.
doesn't matter if you make any mistakes.
Okay.
But the most important thing is to keep trying to talk. And it doesn't matter that, of course, that the language is English. The language can be Russian or it can be Slovakian. We have,
Any language.
whatever language.
Whatever.
That people start learning a little bit about each other's culture. One of the nice things about teaching English in Italy and having APERILINGUE in Italy is that oftentimes if we have students in Erasmus, for Erasmus students, so they're on an Erasmus placement here, they might come from Lithuania
Yes.
or Poland or Portugal.
Portugal.
One language that they may that usually they have in common is English. Okay, so because I coordinate the project, the APERILINGUE project, and get to meet a lot of these students from lots of different countries,
Yes.
because I speak English, often they're speaking to each other in the beginning. They might be speaking in English. So I very much enjoy that I can understand or that I can participate. But then, if they start talking other languages that I don't know, obviously, I'm not, I don't sit around trying to learn Russian, but I enjoy the fact that I can meet people and talk to them about where they're from. But then they go off and have their conversations at their tables in languages that I don't speak. So
Okay, very, very interesting.
yeah,
idea.
but it's a very nice.
interesting.
But really, what APERILINGUE is about giving people the chance to discover that they can speak, because a lot of times people think that they can't speak. In actual fact, they discover that they can.
Or another way to learn a new language or to communicate outside in the classroom. Where
It's
nobody
so
judge you.
important to.
So important.
It's
yeah.
so important to be just enjoying learning about other people and just having normal conversations.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And so there's another APERILINGUE on Thursday night, and it's
This
going to be
Thursday?
it's going to be at the Contarena again, and they're going to do speed dating, which I think is a fabulous idea.
What does it mean?
Speed dating is
Speed dating.
Speed dating's a little bit different because it's literally men and women
Okay.
trying to meet to go on a date.
Okay,
But this
okay.
is different. Speed dating's about where you change partners every few minutes.
Okay.
And you have to learn as much and talk as much. Okay. This is not specifically speed dating because I don't think it's about going, boys and women meeting up to get married, which was the original concept of speed dating. But it's more about meeting new people.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Great.
So
Thank
there's
you, Professor.
there's going to be a speed dating on Tuesday,
Maybe
on
we see
Thursday,
it.
Thursday the 7th.
Maybe if we see at Thursday on speed dating.